Good morning. I'm joined by my colleague, Senator John McKinney. You know, I want to thank Senator McKinney for being a part of our bipartisan task force looking at gun violence, and also for his suggestion that as the final of 4 public hearings, that we as a legislature go to Newtown and listen to the people of Newtown. It was the most meaningful and moving public hearing that I have ever experienced as a state legislator. I want to thank you for being here today. You are the faces of a new day for Connecticut and a new day for our country. Someone said something about a silent majority before. You are the common sense majority. That includes advocates who want to do away with gun violence. It includes a wide variety of people across this state. It also includes hunters and sportsmen who want the common sense changes to protect our families and our communities. You know, I believe we have reached a moment in our history when there is a divide between the vast majority of the people in our country and a radical fringe. I'm talking about, and perhaps some of you saw the remarks of the spokesman for the NRA, Wayne LaPierre. This morning, in an editorial that raised racial overtones that have no place in this debate in our country, he raised the specter of a nightmarish future for America, where we, instead of coming together after disasters like Hurricane Sandy, can only protect ourselves with semi-automatic weapons. That is a dangerous and false vision of the future of America, and it has nothing to do with the past and the present in America. We face our challenges together. I mean, for example, after Sandy Hook, he was wrong when he talks about nightmarish lawlessness and looting. In point of fact, what happened there is what happens throughout this state and our country when we face tremendous challenges. We come together and work together. Our communities respond together. We don't face each other at the barrel of a gun. That's not how we live and prosper in the United States of America. So I pledge to you, I will do all I can to move the common sense majority forward, to do all we can to take the weapons of war out of the hands of those who would harm our children. You know, President Obama said the other night, yes, do it now is right. This is our moment. And President Obama said the other night that you deserve a vote. He's right, but there's more. There's more, isn't there? You deserve results. A vote and results. You deserve the strongest response possible. I pledge to you, I will work for that. Here's what I want from you. What I want for you is to work even harder, to do even more than you've already done, to reach out to your elected officials, to not be the silent majority, to be the common sense majority whose voices are lifted up and who work for change. We need you now. So it's my great privilege in working with you to also work with a great state senator, John McKinney.
I was going to start off by saying good morning, but is it still morning, or are we at the afternoon hour already? I stand before you as a very lucky person in many ways. One of the reasons why I'm so lucky is for 14 years I've represented the people of Fairfield, Connecticut, two of whom are Meg Staunton and Nancy Lefkowitz. And what they have done should be a lesson to everybody that one person, or in this case, two people, can make a difference. That two people starting a cause, regardless of what that cause is, can end up with over 5,000 people at their capital marching for change. I also stand before you as a state senator who, for those same 14 years, has had the incredible privilege of representing the people of Newtown, Connecticut. And that December 14th, spending the day at the firehouse, is something that has changed me forever, as it has changed so many people, not just in Newtown, not just in Connecticut, not just across our country, but in the world at large that we live. And what I have changed in my own life. As a dad, I hug my kids a lot tighter and a lot longer than I used to. As a human, I live my life better and try to, as the saying goes in Newtown, choose love instead of a culture of violence that we have in our country. And that is something that we can all do beyond any laws that we may pass. Each one of us can make a difference in making our society better.
Pass the law! 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 That's a pretty green jacket. That's a pretty green.
The last reason why there's many other reasons why I'm a lucky person, but the last reason I want to share with you today is because in Connecticut, we are having that conversation and we are working together to pass laws as we have done in the past. I sat in the basement of the old Newtown Edmontown Hall. Let me change what I was going to say.
Yeah, I don't care what you're saying.
In Washington, D.C., Republicans and Democrats won't even sit down and talk with one another. And here's what is okay about here's what is okay and acceptable about our democracy. Having different opinions is okay and healthy for our democracy. Here's what's not acceptable. Here's what's not acceptable. Allowing those differences to be a barrier to making progress. In Washington, they allow their differences to be an excuse not to work together, not to make change, and not to make progress. In Connecticut, we sit together. Ma'am, I stand by my record for 14 years. I am proud of the record I have, whether it's voting for an assault weapons ban, which we've done in Connecticut on a bipartisan basis. We can work together. We will work together in Connecticut. What we need is to demand that our representatives in Washington take lesson from our lead and work together to make Connecticut and our nation a safer place. Thank you very much.